Welcome. Thank you for joining us for this episode. Today we're going to look at the Screenpad 2.0 and see exactly what it is, how Windows sees it, see how well it works as a trackpad, look briefly at some of the apps that Asus has made available for the Screenpad. But we're going to look really at how well it can be used as a second screen, how easily you can move documents from the main display down to the Screenpad and back and forth. We want to go through an exercise where I have an Excel report on the Screenpad with sales figures, a QuickBooks company up on the main display that needs to have some information entered. We'll enter the information into QuickBooks, and then we'll go back down onto the Screenpad and reconcile QuickBooks to our Excel spreadsheet. So let's start to look at how the trackpad works. Okay, now let's look at how easy the trackpad is to use. With this button here, we can flip it from Screenpad mode to trackpad mode. And in the upper right hand corner there's an X. We can click the X to take it from trackpad back to Screenpad. And you can see how easy it is to move the cursor with the trackpad. It works very, very well. And if you listen, you can hear the clicks. And you can feel the trackpad release. I was concerned how well the trackpad would work with a screen underneath, but it works very, very well. I'm very pleased with it. Well, here's the Screenpad 2.0. It's about the same size as your cell phone. And on your cell phone, you're used to doing Google searches, text messages, looking at emails, researching websites, viewing documents, those kinds of things. So I found it's not any harder to work with than it is my cell phone, and it's very useful. I have several shortcuts set up, so with one click of a button I can access two different versions of QuickBooks, 2 years of Pro Series 2020, 2019. I can go immediately to the Internal Revenue Service website, EFTPS website, my church website, Ancestry.com. Here's a link to Zoom. Here's one to Sheet Expert, which adds functionality to Excel. And if you scroll over to another page, you will see a button for what's called Slide Expert and another for Doc Expert. And those buttons add functionality to PowerPoint and Word. Here's something called Quick Keys. And these are short macros that you can set up. So I have added buttons for one touch to get a journal entry, payroll update, profit and loss statements, balance sheets, those kinds of things. So that has really made QuickBook a lot easier for me. And one of the things that I really like about this is application groups. I quite frequently run two applications of File Explorer up on the main display, so I can move things back and forth. So if I click this button, it automatically launches two versions of File Explorer. Clicking this button opens QuickBooks on the left-hand side of the screen and Pro Series 2020 on the right. Clicking this button will open a Teams meeting up on the main display and the PowerPoint on the Screenpad 2.0. So that's a brief overview of what the applications that are available through Screenpad. Now let's take a look at how Windows sees Screenpad and how Windows treats it. Now let's see how Windows sees the Screenpad. Right-click on the main display and choose Display Settings. And you'll see that Windows is recognizing that there are two displays, display number 1 and display number 2. And if you click on Identify and Release, then Windows will tell you which display is 1 and which display is number 2. With the display window open, you can grab the scroll bar and move down, and you can see the properties for the main display. You will see that it's set to 1920 times 180, display resolution, landscape, and it's set for extend these displays. And you'll also notice that the main display on your laptop is set as the main display. Now let's go and see what we have for the Screenpad 2.0. So it's click screen number 2, grab the scroll bar and move down, and we'll see the Screenpad resolution is set to 1000 by 504. Again, landscape, extend these displays and make this my main display is not checked. So that's how Windows views the Screenpad 2.0. It is simply a a second display for the laptop, and the display happens to be touchpad. Okay, we have several windows open on the main display, and we'll see how you can move those windows from the main display to the Screenpad. If you happen to have an external mouse, you'll notice if you grab and move, you can see it moving from the main display to the Screenpad 2.0. You'll also see this box. If you click this arrow, it will move the window to the Screenpad. If you click the plus sign, it will not only move it to the Screenpad, but it will set up a shortcut for it. So we'll move this one to the Screenpad. So another way to move windows between the main display and Screenpad is to swipe up to get the main menu, click on the Applications button, and choose the icon for App Navigator. It's going to give you a list of everything that you have open on both displays, and you can move those items from one display to the other. Okay, so we're going to leave an Excel spreadsheet and a Firefox Windows on the Screenpad, and we'll move up to App Navigator, click the left button or the arrow, and your screens are now, the windows are now separated between the two screens in the way that you chose. So now let's see how we can use multiple screens on the Vivobook S15. We're going to go to this icon which shows all available applications on the Screenpad, and we're going to choose our Excel spreadsheet. And we need to enter in the fourth quarter sales into QuickBooks. So I'm going to go to the main menu, choose Quick Key, make my cursor active on the main display, and then choose Make Journal Entries. And close my Quick Key. So now that we've used Quick Keys to open up our Make Journal Entries window, we're going to begin entering in our fourth quarter sales from north, south, east, and west. So now we've completed our journal entry, and we'll close the Make Journal Entry window, and we see now that our sales for the fourth quarter are entered into QuickBooks. So now we want to reconcile our information between QuickBooks and our Excel spreadsheet. So we'll go to this cell, and we'll enter QB for QuickBooks, tab over DIFF for difference, move the cursor down, and add a formula. We'll add that cell and subtract this one. And now we want to copy that cell and paste it down to those cells. Now we're going to go up over here. We're going to copy that cell and move it over and paste to get our totals. Increase the size of that row, that column. Now we're going to go here. We're going to unmerge those cells and grab it and move it over there and hit merge, merge and center. Okay, now we're ready to enter in our information from QuickBooks. We'll start with north, south, east, and west, And our spreadsheet is finished and we are reconciled. We can hit File and Save to save our work. And that is how you use multiple screens on the Vivobook S15. Thank you for watching. I hope you found something useful. And if you did, please like and share. You can leave some comments down below. On this side is a link to the original video, the unboxing and first view of the 532EQ. And on this side is a link for the subscription to the channel. Thank you again and hope to see you next time.